Welcome back to the 1Q Sports Interview. I'm PJ Davidson on behalf of Squad. This week, I am super excited to welcome my good friend Ray Ferrari onto the show. So Ray is currently Director of Business Development for Omega Accounting Solutions, who have some really big deals in the sports space, including the Chicago Cubs, the LA Galaxy, among others. But Ray, my question for you, my friend, is that you spent so many years as a VP leading partnership efforts for Orange County Soccer Club within the USL Championship, brought in some really major deals and really, I would say revolutionized what the partnership efforts looked like for OCSC. But now you've gone in-house directly to a brand. So my big question for you is, really more than anything, just talk to me about that adjustment. How are you looking at things differently, and really what are the different nuances that you might not have considered when you were on the team side versus now being in-house on the brand side. Once again, thanks for coming on, and looking forward to hearing your answer.
Thanks, PJ, for the warm welcome. I'm excited to join your series and talk some sports partnerships today. When I was on the team side at Orange County Soccer Club, I was trained to sell the effects or the results of a product. So we often had a handful of bullet points for each of our marketing assets that explained the results of what a sign could do for you, or the effects of a social media campaign, or the results you could achieve from maximizing the use of your season tickets or your suite. But a lot of the time, those were kind of preconceived ideas that we had that we felt should apply to any business that was purchasing those assets and these packages. Now being on the brand side at Omega, I've learned that the desired result or effect of one of those assets is going to vary from company to company, especially from a consumer brand to a B2B company like Omega is. So a lot of the times, we're not looking for exactly what you think we're looking for. So it's really important, if you're selling, to listen to the prospect and what their company goals are with this partnership, and then to go and tailor a custom program or package that's going to try to achieve those results. And those objectives might change year to year as well. So if we're talking about a multi-year deal, which is often the case, we want to know that the team has some flexibility, that the property isn't just setting a contract once and then it's black and white, it is what it is. We want to feel like we're in it together, and they're going to try to achieve those goals for us, even if that means they have to amend the contract or bonus some assets at some point. So when I'm pitched by different teams, it's really important to feel like they're listening to me, they've heard us, and then they can demonstrate that in the package. And then if they ever have any examples of other partnerships or case studies that have had similar objectives and they can show us some results that they've had to be successful, then we're usually in a pretty good place to move forward. Another big factor when we're evaluating a deal is knowing who on the team side is going to stay involved with us after the contract's signed. A lot of times at bigger clubs, the salesperson is going to hand it over to the activation team, and that's who's going to fulfill the deal. Sometimes at a huge club, you might not even talk to the person that initially sold you the deal after year one. At a smaller club, you might be selling and servicing the deal, like I was at Orange County Soccer Club. And so if there's any of those people listening, if you're selling and servicing and you have a small team there, use that as a selling point. On the brand side, the last thing we want to hear is that we're just going to be passed over to someone on the activation team and they're just going to fulfill the contract, and all they care about is checking the boxes to make sure they fulfilled everything, whether it was successful or not. We want to know that the club or the team is going to be constantly evaluating what's working, what's not, and be willing to change it up or bonus us some things, or we just want to feel like they're in it with us together. We know the team can only promise so much, and sometimes things work, sometimes things don't, but we at least want to feel like they feel the responsibility to deliver for us, and they're going to be there holding our hands. And especially in year one, we know a lot of times the partnership isn't super successful in year one. So if I'm committing to a 3-year deal, I want to know that the person that sold me the package is going to be there in the off season to tell me what other options we might have to make this more successful in year 2 and year 3. So hope that helps answer your question and is helpful for some of the listeners out there. It's great seeing you again, PJ. Keep up the great work over at Squad, and hope to see you again soon.